know what Barbershop P do, pick a side. And LG, he do the same too, pick a side. In Stack City, he gon' need you, pick a side. Who are we? Pick a side. Who are you? Pick a side. You know what Barbershop P do, pick a side. And LG, he do the same too, pick a side. In Stack City, he gon' need you, pick a side. Who are we? Pick a side. Who are you? Pick a side.
Hoodlamb, Hoodlamb Apparel.
Pick a side. It's mandatory.
It's mandatory. I was waiting on it.
Hey, get off my Zoom.
How's your Zoom? I got the end button.
Yo, Zoom. What's up, everybody? Welcome. And thank you for joining in with Pick a Side. And of course, we got the usual crew. My man Stack City, representing the Trey Foe all day. Barbershop P, you already know what he do. He gets you looking right.
What's good?
And it's your boy LG.
Yes,
all right? So listen, fellas, question. But before I get a question, I just want to throw out some names. Nick Saban, Pat Riley, Bill Parcells, Coach K, Roy Williams, Dean Smith, Greg Popovich, Phil Jackson. All right? Those are great coaches, great names of coaches that I listed. My question to you is this. In any sport, who is the most overrated head coach? Who gets a little more praise than what they deserve? Who is the most overrated head coach? College ball, NFL, NBA. And I know my man Stack City is actually a basketball coach. You know what I'm saying? Because we always talk about players. We always talk about players that's overrated. And this player is not as talented. And this player needs this person to win. And this player needs that big three to win. But what coach is always getting these accolades and always getting this TV time and this shine and this spotlight of being so great? But if you really look at the situation, they're all right. Most overrated coach.
I'm gonna let C take that one.
All right, give me that list one more time. Let me hear what you saying.
I mean, I was just throwing names out there. You know what I'm saying? You got the great Nick Saban, you got Phil Jackson, Bill Parcells, Jimmy Johnson, Larry Brown, Pat Riley, Dean Smith, Coach K, Roy Williams, Greg Popovich. Shoot, let's throw in Doc Rivers, Tyrone Lue. Who else we got? My guy Eric Spoelstra. You know what I'm saying?
All right, I gotta go with Coach K. I got to. He was the
This is Coach K's last year, by the way. This is Coach K's last year.
Why you gonna do Coach K? Why you gonna do Coach K like that, bro? At least wait till you retire, bro. Golly, bro.
Like, and I think he even, I don't know the man personally, so I ain't gonna say that. But like, why did he decide to announce a year ahead of time? Like, did he want the farewell tour? Is that something that he desired? Like, did he want all his praise for this last year?
Maybe.
I don't know.
That's what the NBA players do.
Exactly. That's what players do. Like coaches? When the last time a coach did that? I mean, I might be forgetting somebody, but when the last time a coach announced a year ahead of time, like this is gonna be my last year?
Maybe he's smelling himself. Maybe he's smelling himself still.
All right. So I'm particularly talking about Coach K. Well, I was gonna say the last 8 to 9 years, but I'm gonna just say all time. All right, I'm gonna just go ahead and keep it all the way 100. You know, I really don't care how many championships the man has. I think he's overrated. Like, I think he should have more titles, more accolades, more wins with the amount of talent that he has had than what he presently has. I think his greatest asset, and you can say this about Calipari too, He's on that list. He's a close
Calipari,
second.
yeah.
Matter of fact, if Calipari, if Coach K wasn't the Duke coach, Calipari might be number one on my list.
So is this anything with your Carolina and Duke hate or bias, or is this?
Excuse me.
Like,
Let me take a sip of my water, my Carolina juice.
Okay, you just answered my question. Now mind.
Yeah.
You just answered my question, sir.
I admit I have bias. As human beings, we all have bias. So if we can't admit we have bias, then like we're lying to ourselves. All right. I'm a Carolina guy. I am. So that's what puts Coach K a little bit above Coach Calipari to me. All right. So I just feel like he should have more based on the talent that he's. Any man that can't take that team that Zion was on and win it all, or at least get to the finals. Come on, man. That was
But you know how college basketball worked though, bro. With that March Madness, the Cinderella, the best team don't always win.
That team was loaded. It was too loaded.
Think about the Fab Five in
Michigan. Got
Think about the
disappointed.
Fab Five in Michigan.
It was
how many times
loaded.
Coach K's had the number one team in college and they haven't won? I do agree with that. They done had a lot of number one teams that didn't pull it off.
Now, what I think,
and so has Kentucky, and so has Fab Five. Y'all remember the Fab Five?
Listen, hold on. Let me get to it.
They got beat by Duke and Carolina.
Listen, let me get to the point that I was going to get to about Coach K when I brought up Calipari, because I said Calipari could be said about Calipari also. But I was going to say Coach K is a great recruiter. He's a great recruiter, like Coach Cal. They're great recruiters. All right, but when they get the talent, it just feels like they should be able to do more than what they do, as far as like just a talent for talent compared to all the other teams, right? If you're that great of a coach, then you should be. It's like some of the teams he's had. It's like taking like the dream team, not the dream team, but like America's team or the Team USA, back before the world caught up with us, and playing other countries. That's how, like, to me, some of the talent on his teams have stacked up against the talent on the rest of the college basketball team. Even if they were just one and done players, like freshmen, the overwhelming level of talent some of his teams have had for them to, get upset in the first round, or not only make it to the Sweet 16, or only make it to the Elite 8, or not make it to the Final Four. Like he should have more than what he has.
I'm glad you pointed out.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was glad you pointed out that some of those teams was one and done, because even though they're talented, sometimes we forget that those kids are like 17, 18 years of age. That might be going against veteran teams that got like juniors and seniors sometimes.
Yeah, but at the same time, experience matters. It does. Experience matters.
Okay, Coach Stack.
The one difference is the one overwhelming factor over the fact that experience matters is when there's a large gap in talent. Like, talent should still overwhelm experience, even when more experience like lies with the team that ends up beating a more talented team. Like that shouldn't happen if there's a big enough gap between the talent and the experience. And some of them teams he has had, there's been a big enough gap between talent versus experience to where they should have gone further than what they did. All right, so I do believe experience matters. The only exception is when there's a huge gap in talent.
All right. Who you got, Barbershop P? Most overrated coach in any sport.
This is tough, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
He love everybody.
Nah, it ain't even that. Like, I love this man, and I'm sorry, black coach. I gotta go with Doc Rivers, bro. I gotta go with Doc. Why? And I'm gonna say Doc because
that's a solid answer.
Doc has had some of the most stacked teams if you look at the last couple of years in the NBA, even going back to his stint in Boston. He was only able to pull out one championship with the first big three, and they were the only big three at the time. Let's be real. They were the only big three. They were the first big three. They should have pulled off way more. They should have had at least 2, maybe 3 rings in that run. If we speak,
definitely two.
And then you make the transition from the Clippers. And even before I jump to the Clippers, look at the way Boston ended, with everybody leaving, wanting to be traded. The players clashing, not getting along. Your head coach has to have control over that. And I think Doc Rivers is not a good coach when it comes to situation management and like ego management. And that's the big thing that coach deal. Even if they're not the greatest with X and O's, it makes a lot when you can manage ego, especially grown men. Because at the end of the day, everybody's grown. You can't talk to people like they're kids and, you know, little boy and all of that. So you have to be able to manage egos. And I don't think that's Doc's greatest strength. And then, like I said, going to the Clippers to expand on that, everybody and their mama thought the Clippers were going to win at least one title with the Blake Griffin, Jamal Crawford, Eric Bledsoe, Reggie Jackson's, DeAndre Jordan, Blake Griffin in his prime, Matt Barnes coming off the bench, Caron Butler, Tough Juice. Like, it was insane the talent that he had with the Clippers, man. It was insane. And
wasn't JJ Redick over there a little bit too?
Yes, JJ Redick was there for a minute. Yes. And these guys were still like in their prime, especially Blake and DeAndre. And the whole thing was quiet as kept. Blake and Chris Paul never got along. And it's like, how do you as a coach can't, like, you have to be able to, you know what I'm saying, maneuver that. Like, they call Phil the Zen master. Like, Eric Spoelstra did a good job with LeBron and D Wade and Bosh. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to give coaches credit for that. Greg Popovich, he did a good job with that. Like, well, Tim Duncan didn't have an ego, so that helps out a lot. You know what I'm saying? He was quiet. He didn't hardly talk like that in front of the cameras. But then you had that situation with the Clippers. He didn't pull it off. Then he still stayed with the Clippers. Everybody thought this Kawhi PG team, and everybody was going to do it last year in the bubble. And what was the problem? You got Montrezl Harrell going at Kawhi and PG, and Lou Will not happy with the situation. Like, it was just, it's like he has a problem with managing egos. And it's like you don't make the right adjustments at certain times. And I only say that because look at this year with Ty Lue, bro. Ty Lue's been down 2-0 going in every series this year. And he's made the adjustments and won like, 3-4 straight games and ended up winning the series. You have to give Ty Lue credit for that, bro. He was an assistant last year, and everybody was like, well, what's going to be the difference? Ty Lue was on the bench last year, wasn't he? He was an assistant.
And Ty Lue winning without Kawhi.
He's winning without Kawhi, exactly, and making adjustments. And that's something that Doc Rivers didn't do. As much as you can say, oh, those guys didn't hit shots and he can't play for them. But there was internal issues on top of you not making the right adjustments. Like, sometimes it would just look like Doc was just over there like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And as you having the name that you have and you being Doc, like, I feel like you should have a little more in your bag when it comes to coaching, as far as managing egos and stuff like that. And I mean, even look at the team with Philly, like, how did Philly get beat, bro? How? Like, right, and I picked Atlanta, but it's like, for Doc Rivers to be mentioned in the coaching pantheon like he's mentioned, I feel like he got a little more work to do, man.
But Embiid was hurt, and Ben Simmons, you know, he was kind of off.
So in the interest of making this a debate, so that people can pick a side, because I do think Doc Rivers is a good answer also. I think Coach K is a better answer, and I'll tell you why. To help people pick a side so they can decide which one, you know, they want to roll with. Doc Rivers definitely could have potentially won more than he did, because he only has one title. But
what a big three.
I think the talent gap between the best team in the NBA and the worst team in the NBA is much smaller than the talent gap between the best team in the NCAA tournament and the worst team in the NCAA tournament. Like, and I think the point I'm trying to make is, I think like Coach K has had teams that were overwhelmingly like the best,
the favorite,
the most talented team, right? And didn't walk away getting it done, as opposed to the Clippers, you know, being overwhelmingly the most talented team in any year that Doc was coaching them. They might have had a lot of talent, but were they overwhelmingly the most talented team? I don't think you can say that about any of those Clippers teams.
Bro, at that team, I'm telling you, bro, those Clippers teams were incredible.
Lob City?
Like, those Lob City years were incredible, bro. You got to think, they were the last
y'all remember
Golden State. You got to think about that. Before Golden State became Golden State, they were the last team to eliminate Golden State.
They couldn't get past the Clippers.
But do you think there was a smaller talent gap in between those teams, or a smaller talent gap between Duke and like when they lost to Mercer in the first round?
But see, I don't want to say much, because I actually want me and Stack, because I disagree with everything Stack is saying. So I actually want that to be like its own show itself, like about Coach K. So I don't want to say much. But I don't look at college, like, to me, college basketball, That's why they call it March Madness,
because of the one and done elimination type format of college.
Yeah, that's why it's March Madness. It's like in basketball, Doc Rivers got 7. He got 7 games to win 4.
Yeah,
he got 7 games to win 4.
No. See, there's a
flaw.
flaw.
Also with college though, you got to think those teams that you're talking about, like the one and dones, like Coach K's had, they always normally get beat by those teams that's like the Mercers that's been together and playing together for 3-4 years, and everybody's seniors on the team, or the what was the team that my man Cleanthony Early went to?
Pete, that's why I said earlier, Pete. But the talent gap is so big between Mercer and Duke. It's so big that shouldn't happen.
The format is different.
Yeah. We're gonna have to debate this on different shows.
Yeah, I think it'll be good. I think that'll be a good.
We have to get into this.
I disagree. I don't think it's gonna be good. I think I can dog walk you on that topipic in a different debate. But we're gonna come back with it. We're gonna save it for later. No, I don't think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be another TKO, or just a KO, just a knockout.
But P, I do love that Doc Rivers answer though, bro. Like that's a really good answer. Coach K is a good answer too. I just think I can.
Coach K is a great answer. Coach K is a hold on.
Great answer.
Hold on.
5 chips.
Hold on.
Chips, bro.
Hold on. Coach K is a great answer.
5 chips, bro.
Hold on. Coach K is. It's a great answer.
Hey, and I know. Hey, I got an answer too. My answer is Steve Kerr. I need that man to win without 3-4 superstars healthy. That's what I'm saying. But listen, appreciate y'all answering these questions.
Y'all got to debate. We got to bring this up. again.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna answer so you and Spat can go later because I want to hear your Steve Kerr statement.
Boy, it'll be good. I'm telling you.
Listen, we definitely gonna do this right here in Duke. The 2 times when they play, like in the coming up year. Every year Duke and Carolina play. We're gonna have to get into it.
Hey, shout out to the 4 brothers too. Yeah, you know you are. Hey, City, let me ask you a question. Who's the greatest Carolina Tar Heel coach, Roy Williams or Dean Smith?
The greatest Carolina coach, Roy Williams or Dean Smith? That's a tough question. And I go back and forth. I go back and forth in my own head about this. I usually say Dean Smith, right? But right now I'm feeling Roy Williams. So I'm gonna go Roy Williams right now. But you ask me again in 2 months, it might be Dean Smith. But I'm gonna pick a side right now. It's Roy Williams.
Hey, fellas, appreciate
shout out
your
Roy.
answers.
Roy just retired. Shout out Roy.
Yeah, Roy.
Shout out to Hubert. Shout out to Hubert.
And all these coaches we're talking about are great.
The new man in charge.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Hubert Davis.
Yeah. Hey,
what y'all think about John Shire? You think that was a good hire by Duke? John Shire?
I don't know. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't know.
What you think, LG? Just predict. Just predict in the future. You think it's gonna be good for him? It's a prediction. I think there were better options.
That's what I think. I ain't saying it's gonna be good or bad. I'm just saying it was real quick to me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
We need to get more. We need to get more player coaches, man. We need to get more. We need to get more player coaches. We need to get more youth in there. I think we need to get more guys.
I mean, that's what John Shire is. He's only 33 and he's a former player.
Yeah, but won a chip too.
Yeah.
And that team was terrible.
Yeah, but
he's gonna be one of the youngest coaches in D1 at a team like Duke. He's only 33 and he's a former player.
I mean, I know. Yeah, I would like to see Jay Williams coaching Duke or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Do a hire like that, or
that'd be crazy.
Or something like that.
He'd probably recruit like crazy.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I like Shire, but I mean, he's not Jay Will or Chris Duhon.
He don't have that name recognition and that NBA experience that Williams got, and he don't have that diverse background.
How long did he sit under Coach K? Did he sit under Coach K for a while?
Yeah, he sat under him pretty much since he came out of Duke.
School. Yeah,
about 10 years. About 10 years.
Yeah, about 10 or so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that because I don't. I keep up with Duke just so I can talk that Duke Carolina, but I don't know the whole history of John Shire though.
I mean, either way, it's Duke, so I think he's gonna get recruits regardless, just like Carolina. You know what I'm saying?
But is he though? Is he? Duke wasn't Duke before Coach K. Duke was not Duke before Coach K.
That's
the point. That's fact.
That's true. But I think now with Coach K solidifying that legacy at Duke, and people gonna want to go to Duke, unless it just get bad. And I mean, it can happen, but you never know.
After Dean Smith and Bill Guthridge, what happened? Matt Doherty came, and it got bad for Carolina.
Yeah, that's true.
He got
Shout out
a
to my
true.
man Will Johnson though.
Then y'all took our coach.
HKY
Shout out to
all day.
shout out to my man Ray Terry from the Trey Folk. Yeah, Ray
Yeah.
Terry got a chip. Got a chip.
Then y'all,
RIP.
I like
y'all
you
took our
talking that
coach,
Carolina
though.
talk. I
Nah,
like you talking
nah,
that Carolina talk.
Hey,
I like you,
Carolina
LG,
Hey, I'm
talking that
Carolina took
Carolina
our
talk.
coach, bro.
HKY, baby.
Y'all know what Roy
You know what
y'all
I'm
know
saying?
where Roy was at. Carolina took our coach, bro.
No, where Roy graduate from? Where Roy graduate from? He graduated from Carolina.
Ooh.
He
Where
graduated
was
from
he at,
Carolina.
though? Where was he at, though? Where was
He
he coaching?
graduated from Carolina.
And doing his thing. He was doing his thing at Kansas, too.
No. You know where he was at? He was an assistant at Carolina before he went to Kansas. He was an assistant at Carolina.
We
Then
still
he
gave him
went to
his job,
Kansas.
though. We still
Then
gave
he
him the
went to
head
Kansas.
coaching job.
Hey,
We made
You know
him
where he
man.
graduated
Did
from?
Coach AP? Did Coach Roy Williams look better wearing that light blue or that dark blue?
Come on, man. We know the answer to that.
He actually played for the light blue. Now it was on the JV team. He didn't play for the varsity team. It was the JV team, but he also graduated from the school.
No, that's
And
true.
he started his coaching career at Carolina. He was an assistant. Y'all hired him as an assistant. That was a gamble on y'all part because he didn't have no head coaching experience when he went to Kansas. You know what I mean? And he wasn't a graduate of Kansas. But he got there. You know how he got there? He got there off the recommendation of Dean Smith. Dean Smith said, "Get this guy a shot." You know what I mean? So Kansas gave him a shot. You know what I mean? And the rest is history. The rest is history.
Hey, that boy know his starting history, don't he?
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
He know his history now.
I'm right there with him. That's it.
Yeah.
That's
Pick
what
a
it
side,
do.
baby.
Cool.
Shout
Pick
out
a
to
side.
It's mandatory.
It's
Shout out to our boy
mandatory.
Ron Stock.
Yeah. HOODLAMB. Can't shout it out enough. Hey,
Show
listen.
him the hoodie, cuzzo.
One more. Yeah,
Yes,
show him the
sir.
hoodie one more time. I know
That
you showed
logo
it in
fire.
previous
You
episodes.
can't tell me that
I know
logo
you
ain't
showed it.
fire.
Ooh, it's fire. It's fire. I know you showed it in previous episodes, but go ahead and show it one more time. One more time again.
Hey,
listen.
Hoodlamb Apparel,
Wherever,
IG.
like one day, Pick a Side is gonna have his own merch. But let me tell you something. Wherever Pick a Side goes, Hoodlamb gonna be right there with us.
Bro.
Day one supporter. First sponsor, first official sponsor, first sponsor of any kind. All right. So wherever we go, Hoodlamb. Show it one more time, LG. Show it one more time. They ship anywhere. They ship anywhere. All across the country.
Fast.
All across the country.
Fast.
Yep.
HOOD.
LAMB. Y'all heard it in the intro song, the theme song. Y'all heard it. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
But
Yeah,
anyway,
Hey, pick a side, baby.
Pick a side. We out of here. Peace.